Hi, I'm B from Nectar Mechanics, and welcome to Work in Progress Wednesday. Hang on, what's Work in Progress Wednesday? Well, once or twice a month, I upload a build video, and those build videos usually take me a decent amount of time to make, meaning that my upload schedule is all over the place. So the idea is that Work in Progress Wednesday will let me upload weekly, so you guys get to see my content more regularly, and I'll do weekly progress reports on my current project. I'll still do the final video like I normally do, but for those who want to see the process as I go, these videos are now out there and ready for you to see. So we're starting off with my current project, that is a 3D printed Laserbeak. I love Transformers, that's no secret. I've talked about it a lot, they're all behind me, it's a whole thing. And one of my favourite characters is Laserbeak. Just the fact that he turns to a cassette tape, that he's a spy, he's with Soundwave, who's easily one of the coolest Transformers. And one of my childhood goals was always to make a Laserbeak that could actually work. And what I mean by that is a Laserbeak toy that turns into a cassette tape that actually plays real tape. I know there's ways you can do it with Arduinos and stuff and program it to play the music, and that's easier because you don't have to fit as many different parts or stuff in the model, but part of my goal was that it specifically has to be actual cassette tape. So I made a start. I opened up Blender, which is what I did the Doom Guy model in, and I started tracing the Siege action figure for a basis on the actual transformation and stuff. I'm going to be using the box art as reference for the aesthetics, but the Siege toy as reference for the transformation, because the Siege toy has a decent, simple transformation, and the box art has a design that's closer to how you'd actually be if it wasn't a cartoon hand-drawn animation model that can somehow shift. So there's a lot of problems though, which I quickly found out. For starters, Blender is not the right sort of software for this sort of thing. It needs to be very technical. So after messing around with that for a week or so, I ended up moving to Tinkercad, which is a lot more basic, but sometimes basic works. There's a lot of issues that's going to come up here though, because how do I make the parts fit? How do I make the tape fit in it? And the answer is, download a file that someone else has made of a cassette shell so that you know exactly what the measurements need to be. The shell is made by Ehans Makes on Thingiverse. I'll put a link down to it down in the description. But basically, this file is everything that I need for a cassette shell. The idea is it's a replacement shell. And seeing as Tinkercad is Boolean based, so using blocks as cookie cutters for other blocks, it means that I can use the cassette shell as a basis and then cut it into the shape of Laserbeak in all of his individual parts. Obviously, I'm still going to be creating completely unique components. He's got stuff like his feet, his head, his neck, stuff like that. But this basically means that I know what parts need to be left alone as much as possible, what parts I can actually use, how much space do I have. I can check because I have the model in front of me. So it's taken me about 2 or 3 weeks now to get to the stage, but after a lot of fiddling, I've finished the model. That's right, there's quite a lot of progress in one update. Normally, these videos will be a bit less, but seeing as I've had some time to plan on this one, I'm quite far along. I'm even so far as to have printed out the model. I went to my local makerspace, The Hive, and they were more than happy to print out my model, and I got that done in less than a day or so. I did lose one of the pieces and some of the parts and stuff, so I had to go and print off a second set. I figured it's just print the entire thing off again instead of those one specific part that I lost, so I have any spares for if I break any other bits. So that's where I'm at now. I've de-rafted the model. I'm about ready to start sanding it and stuff, except that, well, the weather around my house at the moment looks a bit like this. Yeah, I don't have a garage to work in, I have to do it outside, and that's not really ideal weather. So stay tuned, I'm going to continue to assemble this, I'm going to make sure it works, and it's going to be fun. If you want to see text-written posts, I'm currently uploading on TFW 2005, which is a Transformers-themed website. I'm in the Radicons. Again, I'll have a link down in the description. So if you want to contact me directly, you can talk to me there. But yeah, thought it's a weird format, but it's fun to do weekly videos, so that's where I'm at. And this is going to be interesting because you get to see just how long it takes me to do some projects. Hopefully, they won't take me 3 months like Doom Guy did, but either way, it gives you a little bit more in-depth information, and for those who don't care, there's still going to be the normal videos. So, hope you enjoy this, and I'll catch you again next week. And I have to do it next week. I have to stick to the schedule. See you then. Farewell!